Hello, 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 and welcome to another first look from my FLC. This might be a bit of a shit show. I've been feeling really under the weather the last few days in particular. I couldn't make it to the live stream on the weekend because I was very ill, but I was determined to review this before it came out because one, we're on Valiant's press list, and I feel like we've all been far too busy to do as much as we should with that. Judah is moving, Robo is moving. I've obviously been sick. So I'm going to talk a little bit about it today. What I'm actually showing you at the moment is a promo image from when the series itself launched in 2019 November last year. And I'm desperate to talk about it because one, Valiant treats us and its reviewers so well. I want to encourage that and let them know that we're hearing that and listening to that. But also every creator that we talk to and have had on the show that works for Valiant loves it. You know, like they get a lot of creative control. They're respected. So that seems to be the general consensus from what we've heard from everyone that works there, and we want to encourage behavior like that within this industry. So I am desperate to review this one today. So friend of the show, Dan ABNETT, and we have an interview with him that you can watch in our Creators Talk playlist. Go check that out. He's got his conclusion to Riot Issue 10 coming out December 16th. That's this week, folks. This is not a drill. The series began all the way back in November 2019, as I said. Remember those days? Times were simpler then. So I want to show you a few issues of Images Past, Images of Issues Past. See what I mean? If I get my words mixed up, I'm not having a stroke. It's, well, if you smell burnt toast, let me know. These are the covers of issue 10. So this is variant A and variant B that we've got here. I apologize again for the display on StreamYard. We'll get better software eventually so that you're not seeing all these like trimmings around the edges. But I just wanted to show you some of the artwork from the first volume, or issues 1 to 5, to get you back in the zone. Because the interior artwork and covers of these issues are just absolutely phenomenal. Like, very action heavy. Actually, I should just give you a little recap on. So let me do that for you. One sec. What have we got? Here we go. So this is the blurb for Volume 1, just to jog our memories. The cyborg Ronin named Rai embarks on a thrilling quest to save the future, side by side with his prototype and predecessor, the robot boy called Raijin. The spirit guardian of the fallen nation of New Japan will journey into the wastelands of Earth to set right the wrongs of their one-time overlord once and for all. And in this latest arc, Rai and Raijin are drafted into the positronic Roman legions to face a savage threat. I'm trying really hard to not get too spoiler heavy, because I'm assuming if you're watching this, you either have an interest in getting into Valiant and you haven't before, or you already like Valiant and you want to try out or see what this series is like, or you're already heavy into Rai and you want to know if the conclusion is worth your time and money. And all of those are fair questions. So let me give you a little quote from Dan the Man himself on this title. He says, "It's got a blend of action, sci-fi, a little horror, and a lot of character. I think it's a very distinctive book that has its own special feel." I 100% agree with that. I also like this quote from one of the artists, Juan. "Everything is part of a great puzzle. The story surprises me by its crazy coherence. It is magnificent." You can definitely tell the entire creative team had a lot of fun making this title. It comes through when you're reading it, and it makes you have fun, you know, like it's really enjoyable. So Dan reinvented the character with a slate cleaning revival that mixed what's been called equal parts Terminator, Lone Wolf and Cub, Astro Boy, and Mad Max. So if any of those tickle your fancy, you're probably going to like this series. If you're like me and you like cheesy action, yeah, 100%. But it's also got a lot of heart to it. So in addition to a carefully planned, serialized story, the series made major impressions on critics and fans with its singular standalone issues that featured road warrior clans, dinosaurs, mechs, and even bartenders in the wasteland. It's really sick. It's dope. All right, so Riot issue 10. Anticipation is key. The team. So the artists are Juan Jose Rip, sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, and Benny LOBEL. Andrew Dalhouse and Dave Sharpe continue with their coloring and lettering respectively. And anticipation is key in this issue. We begin with a bit of a throwback to previous issues. There's a conflict with technology and indifference. Rye and Raijin want to live like humans, but they can't shake that they're part of their creator's hold on the world. Spoiler, spoiler, spoiler. Lula has to abort helping out Bloodshot. Because the threat is so high. Some of the questions reviewers are bringing up here that I just wanted to mention as well. Can beings of technology like Bloodshot and the Cyborg brothers really live alongside organics, or will they only destroy the memory of people like Rye's companion Alice? We don't get answers to those here. That's for you suckers to decide. But I just want to show you some of the art. So seeing as we're getting into spoiler territory now, this is from page 1. Page 2. Yeah, it goes straight into the action. I'm not going to lie. It's literally a punch to begin. And yeah, super heavy action drawing throughout. We've gotten used to that throughout the series. It's beautiful. It makes sense. It's impressive as fuck. The coloring really works here, drawing the eye into what's happening within the fights, what movement to pay attention to, what hits land. And I need to talk about the lettering here too. Of course, everything feels very distinct and very straightforward. Despite everything going on, I never felt myself confused in this issue. It read just like a classic action movie, and I loved every page. So let's see if I can show you some examples of that. Oh, little spoiler there for you. Yeah, so stuff like this, right? Like, you've got some really intense fight mechanics happening, which are really hard to convey, obviously, in comic book form, unless you've got an experienced art and writing team, which they definitely do. So let's just quickly mention the ending here. There is a cliffhanger, which to me is very frustrating normally, but you might be pleased with this chapter opening new possibilities. And I know I, for one, am very intrigued to see what happens next with this character and this creative team. I'm trying to keep this quick as well. I know we've had like a lot of videos come out this week. So this will only be a short, like max 10 minutes. I just wanted everyone to know about this series, you know, like, it's amazing. It's truly amazing. Here's my opinion. Here's my opinion to wrap up. If you've never tried Valiant, if you're a Valiant fan, or if you've been reading the series from the beginning, doesn't matter any of those, you should absolutely buy it. You should absolutely 100% buy it. It's worth your time. It's worth your money. I would actually consider this a must-read, this series. Dan Abnett has been doing this for a very long time, and it shows. The entire team feels very experienced and very good at what they do. And it's just fun. It's really fun. It's not only action heavy, but it will make you think, and that's all I really can ask of a comic book. The art is beautiful, the story is great, characters really interesting, and Valiant, if you haven't gotten into that universe yet, I would absolutely recommend it. Do not be put off by the Bloodshot movie. It's 100% worth your time. And that is an IFLC first look for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day.